So, admittedly, you guys, it's something that I see very often is that I see people who are in real estate, they try to do their own bookkeeping, right? They try to save money by either doing their own bookkeeping or even worse, they say that I'm going to try and save money on my bookkeeping by hiring somebody in the Philippines or in Mexico or in India to do my bookkeeping. And something I always tell them is that if you are not a bookkeeper yourself, if you're not a CPA, how do you know that what the bookkeeper that you hired in the Philippines is doing your accounting correctly? And the answer is you wouldn't know because you don't know what you don't know, right? And also, the challenge is that if you start your bookkeeping incorrectly, what happens is that we need to clean up your books. Whether you come to us or you go to another accountant, they're going to have to clean your books. And that brings additional costs because what happens is that we need to go back from the beginning. Then we need to check every single month to make sure that it was properly reconciled and accounted for. And if not, then we need to make adjustments. We need to make some journal entries. We need to reconcile accounts. We need to make sure that all the bank statements, credit card statements, and loan statements matches the ending balances on the bank account statement or the loan statement or the credit card amounts. So you're just creating more work for your tax partners, or you're also creating additional expenses for yourself. All right. Versus if you are working with a professional bookkeeper or CPA, you can be confident that your financials are accurate and also up to date, assuming that you are working with a reputable professional. Also, since you are going to be having those financials readily available, you can then start making better business decisions on your operations based on that financials. Remember, you guys, a good bookkeeper, a good accountant, they are not just going to just reconcile your books, but they're also going to take the time to educate you and tell you what does the numbers mean, what does the financials mean, how can you take what the financials are saying, and how can you make the right decisions to make your business more profitable month after month. Right? And also, when you have a professional bookkeeper, they are going to do your financials timely. So if you have a lender who you're working with, who you're trying to get a loan from, and they ask for your financials, you can be assured that you will have the financials ready for them. Also, something that's not on this slide is that if you guys are raising capital from outside investors, a lot of those investors are going to want to see your financials. They're going to want to see how your properties are doing. So by you having a professional work on your bookkeeping, you can help keep your investors happy by you being more transparent about your investments, and then that can lead to them putting more capital in your future deals.